Yo, what's good, basketball heads? It's your boy Crush. Let's talk about all the Lakers trades and moves they made so far. Let's do a little recap. So Russell Westbrook got traded to Utah for D'Angelo Russell and a few other pieces. Patrick Beverley just got traded to Orlando. Thomas Bryant got traded to the Denver Nuggets. He wasn't happy with his role. He was balling out. He was doing his thing. Then AD came back and he saw his minutes diminish, his role diminish, which is expected because, he's a backup center. But he was playing so well and he wanted more minutes. He wanted to still flourish in the role as being the main guy. So that wasn't going to work. So they worked out a situation for him and, he's in Denver now. On top of that, he outplayed his contract. So the contract that he had, he basically outplayed that. And the Lakers only have the mid-level to re-sign him. So either way, they didn't have the money to re-sign him, so their best option was to just, trade him, which they did, and they got back picks and pieces for it, so it worked out. But he was definitely a valuable piece off the bench for him. Thomas Bryant was a real valuable piece coming off the bench, especially when AD got injured. I mean, it made sense for Rob Pelinka to flip Thomas Bryant while he still had value, good value. It made sense. Especially now that they have a good inside presence in Jared Vanderbilt, which they recently acquired through the Russell Westbrook deal. The Lakers will have to hope that Anthony Davis stays healthy. That's really it. Because if AD, knock on wood, if AD goes down again for whatever reason, they're screwed basically. Because Thomas Bryant is not there anymore to play the center role. So they're relying on Anthony Davis to stay healthy as possible, be available so they can make a push in the second half of the season. Also, they traded Patrick Beverley for Mo Bamba. So Patrick Beverley's in Orlando now. I mean, that wasn't a big loss. Yes, he's gritty. He gave you a little defense, but beyond that, he wasn't giving you that much that you can't replace. So Patrick Beverley's out of there, man. I ain't gonna lie, Rob Pelinka been on fire, man, making moves after move. They made some really good moves, made some good flips. So Rob Pelinka is in his bag right now, man. He's making moves, trying to, reshape the team, get them prepped for the second half of the season because they got to make the playoff. They got to make the playoff. They need this push to make the playoff, and they got a game tonight, which I'm hoping they're going to win. They got to play the Bucks. That's a tough one. So tonight they got to get past the Bucks. Hopefully they could win that game, man, because I don't know. I don't see them winning this one versus the Bucks. I don't know. Yeah, so Rob Pelinka been making moves after move, retooling the roster, upgrading, getting pieces that fits around LeBron and AD, restocking the team, man, and you got to tip your hat off to Rob Pelinka, man. He made some moves. They got some pieces. So they got rid of Russell Westbrook. They got rid of Patrick Beverley. They got rid of Thomas Bryant because he wasn't happy with his minutes, since AD came back. Plus, his contract expired and they really couldn't pay him the money that he wanted either way, so he's out of there. And they got a few pieces. They got some pieces in there. They got D'Angelo Russell. They got Vanderbilt. They got Mo Bamba from Orlando for Patrick Beverley and some picks. Oh, yeah, they also got rid of Kendrick Nunn for Rui Hachimura. So Rob Pelinka been making moves, man. Like urgency. They've been making moves, So now I don't want to hear any excuses from LeBron. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear any crying about we don't have enough. We need this. We need that. Nope. You and AD are both 2 top 10 players when healthy. And currently y'all both are healthy. So I don't want to hear any excuses about we don't have this and that. Nope. No more excuses. From here on moving forward, when the second half of the season starts, no excuses. Everybody has good teams. Everybody's retooled. At least a lot of teams are retooled. So if y'all can't make the playoff, y'all just suck. I don't want to hear any more excuses about we don't have enough. We need this. We need that. Because Rob Pelinka made a lot of moves. This week, he has made a lot of moves. They made a few moves that the team is definitely better. There's no argument. The team is now better. You have shooters. You have a few wing players. Team is better. No argument. You got defense. No argument. Let's be honest, the Lakers had a lot of guards on their team. They had Patrick Beverley, Kendrick Nunn, Russell Westbrook, plus LeBron is somewhat of a guard himself, even though he's not. So the team was very guard-centric. It was a lot of guards on the team. A bit more guards than they needed, to be honest. So They got rid of 3 of them. They brought in D'Angelo Russell to to go with LeBron. So the Lakers lineup is gonna look something like Rui Hachimura, D'Angelo Russell, LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and possibly Vanderbilt. The team definitely got better, no argument. I mean, but we'll find out in the end if trading Thomas Bryant is gonna be missed because he gives you energy off the bench. I can't lie. Thomas Bryant definitely gives you energy off the bench, rebounds. He give you scoring. Defensively, he sucks. For somebody who's 6'10", almost 6'11", yeah, he really doesn't play. He really don't play great defense. So defensively, Thomas Bryant was a liability. But he gave you offensive rebounds. He gave you some points. He gave you energy. He was a high energy guy. But, you got to do what you got to do. So he's out of here. He's in Denver. The Lakers were a pretty big team when they won the championship in the bubble. They had actually a big team. So it seems like that's what Rob Pelinka is going back to, or that's what he's going for, a bigger team. Instead of the guard-centric team they had, which they had a lot of guards, man. It seems Rob Pelinka is trying to recreate that big lineup, a bigger team. So I like the move so far they made, man. They're making some moves. We'll see how it pans out, but I don't want to hear any more complaining from LeBron. No complaining. If you can't get it done with this or make the playoff, at least the playoff, then that speaks for itself, man. Essentially, Mo Bamba is Thomas Bryant replacement. He gives you 10 points per game, 8 rebounds. They brought in Mo Bamba to basically replace Thomas Bryant, so they fill that void basically immediately, which is a good move. Patrick Beverley's not really needed, to be honest. I mean, he doesn't give you much, and I like Patrick Beverley, buddy. I mean, he doesn't give you much. I mean, he give you a little defense here or there, but he doesn't give you much. So it's a win-win situation for both teams. So they're finally fleshing out their roster slowly, which you could argue they could have done this in the offseason, but better late than never, right? So now the Lakers are fleshing out the roster, getting the pieces they need to make a push in the second half of the season. And I like what they're doing, man. I like what they're doing. We shouldn't have any more complaints from LeBron. No more crying. No more cryptic tweets. You got pieces now. Go out there, play ball, and try to make the playoff. No more excuses. I don't want to hear no excuse from nobody. Period. So once again, let's recap on the trades. So the Lakers got rid of Kendrick Nunn for Rui Hachimura. They got rid of Russell Westbrook for D'Angelo Russell, Vanderbilt, and some picks. They got rid of Patrick Beverley for Mo Bamba. They got rid of Thomas Bryant. That's it, man. So the Lakers made this season, they made a few moves, a few trades. That's all the players that got moved, got dealt. I mean, I can't lie, man. Rob Pelinka's doing a pretty good job, man. I can't lie. So we'll see how these moves pan out. Will this translate into wins? That's the question. We're going to see what Darvin Ham could do with this new roster. The Lakers are revamped now, and I'm excited to see all these moving parts on the court. So we're going to see what happens, man. But as always, I holla. As always, we just talking basketball. Hit the subscribe button, like, comment, share, holla at your boy.
It's all about the game and how you play it. It's all about the game. I'ma say it. It's all about the game.